Hi everyone, welcome back to Corona Blossom, Volume 3, Episode 6, where it's time for everyone to have a big refreshment at the beach. So it's hot and everyone wants to find some way to relieve themselves from the heat, except for Lily because Lily hates the water and Shino, Kumiko, and Arne had to drag Lily here. Well, sadly, because it's Earth and water has many benefits. But anyways, it looks like the plan to send Arne back to Earth is still ongoing. And for Keiji, he's trying to figure out how they're able to launch Arne at a very high speed that will allow her to break from the gravity of Earth and back to where she came from. So also, before I begin, if you notice, I forgot to reduce the opacity on the text box since I was trying to cover something up in episode 4. So now for this episode, I restored it to the original opacity, and now you're able to see the whole picture. So anyways, after a shopping trip in the city, we're finally able to begin our short but well-deserved break. So, the usual activity, let's play volleyball on the beach. So unfortunately, we have to accommodate Shamo, so Lily, and her fear or hatred of water. And looks like Yunie is not dressed in swimwear. Well, they sure do. So, I don't think Keiji's dressed in swimwear either. Haha, I don't think anybody's going to come all the way out to this beach in the middle of nowhere to steal our stuff. So why not play with them? Well, Shino and Lily are pairing up, and so are Arne and Kumiko, and if I join, the numbers won't be even. Okay. And watching the 4 girls begin their beach volleyball match, Yunie nods in understanding. And of course, there's no need for me to tell how hard I find it, watching such an intense sport up close. And Yunie-san continues working on her laptop, which is perched on her knees. And for some reason, it looks like Yunie's also being the spoil sport. So, but we've decided to take a break today, so you should be working. Well, I kind of get how you feel. As long as you got work to keep you occupied, you don't have time to worry about other stuff. And for some reason, Yunie has to put this in. And maybe she did modify the code a little bit to make it 100%. Wait, weren't you supposed to be working? I shouldn't have stirred up this hornet's nest again. And I realized that it's too late to do anything about it, so all I can do is smile. Okay, do whatever you want. Well, I'm used to it by now anyways. Wait, what?
不意に笑うのはよしてください。心の準備ができていませんので。
Well, you don't think it'd be weird if I prefaced every little smile with an announcement?
ですが、せっかくの海です。私も少しは海らしいことを満喫したいと思います。
Well, you're still typing away at your laptop though.
作業をしながらでもできることです。そのカバンの中の赤いボトルを取ってもらっても？
Oh, you mean this one? Is this
はい、日焼け止めローションです。海といえばのお約束です。さあ、刑事様、私は作業で手が離せませんので、存分にローションを塗りたくってください。
Uh-oh. Wait, excuse me? So I think what's gonna happen next is that Yunie wants Keiji to rub sunscreen all over her.
聞こえませんでしたか？私の体に刑事様の手でその乳白色の液体を思う存分塗りたくっていただきたいと申し上げております。
And this is very common in a lot of anime and visual novels. Well, I heard you loud and clear, so can't you do it yourself? Well, what about my back?
締め切りが1秒も PC から手を離せない。
Well, you're a terrible actress, but I see you're not going to give up.
では、ローションを私の体に余すことなく手を這わせてぬるぬると隅々までなじませていただけるのですね。
Well, Yunie-san, I think that figure there is wrong. Well, in the 8th column, 3rd row.
本当ですね。私としたことが。今修正します。ありがとうございます。
Keiji's trying to change the topic. No problem. And Yunie-san keeps typing away at the keyboard. And when it comes to work, she seems so trustworthy and diligent. And her eyes remain fixed on the screen as she speaks.
刑事様。
Yes?
ローション please me.
But I still want my sunscreen. Hey, can you stop nagging?
ごめんなさい。調子に乗りました。
So I admonish her and she apologizes immediately. And she toys with me so casually it's kind of unfair.
ケイジー、私とアルネンの勝ちで沖に出るのが決まったから一緒に来てリリが逃げないように見てて。
And at the right moment it's like, oh, can you watch Lily? So make sure she doesn't run away. Great. Okay, I got it. So at least Keiji's able to ward off Yunie's request that, hey, rub sunscreen on me. And I tried to strife my laughter at Lily, who has been brought to her hands and knees in her frustration and waved to them in response. Okay, Yunie, well, I'll be going now. If you get lonely, just call me and I'll be right back. Oh, so Yunie-san.
はい。
Okay. So see you later.
刑事様。
Yes?
今、ユニタンと呼んでくださいますか？
So can you call me Unitan instead of Yunie-san? Okay. Sure. Okay. Unitan. So what's wrong about it?
いえ、満足していただけです。
And Yunie's smiling. I see.
ケイジー、リリが逃げた。早く。
Hey, stop wasting your time. So Lily's taking, or she sees an opportunity to run away, so hurry up and go after her. Okay, see you. Yunie-san.
ええ、刑事様。いってらっしゃいませ。
I say goodbye to Yunie-san and give chase to a certain space pirate captain who's running down the beach as fast as he can. And did Keiji nail down Lily? It looks like no. I'll return from the bathroom, I have a good stretch, and try to shake some of my fatigue. Well, I didn't just end up swimming loads today. I also had a prolonged wrestling match trying to wrangle a certain someone into the surf. Well, I'm tired.
ケイ君、ちょっとこっち来て。
Sure.
あ、来た来た。ケイジ、ちょっとこれ見てよ。
Okay, so watermelon time?
ほら見て。立派なスイカでしょ。さっきお父さんが差し入れてくれたの。
Well, they really are impressive, and I hope Keiji's not looking in the wrong place.
でしょ。叩いたらすっごい詰まってる感じで美味しそうなの。叩くとわかるの？ねえねえ、アルネも叩いていい？こんな感じでノックするみたいにコンコンって。こんな感じ？そうそう。どう？身が詰まってて美味しそうな音がしない？わかんない。もうちょっと叩く。叩き方が悪いのかな。ケイジ叩いてみて。
Well, so am I doing it wrong? So how about you try, Keiji?
どうしたの？ケイ君も叩いてみる？持ってるからどうぞ。
Okay, let me try this.
どうかな？美味しそうでしょ？
So, how's the watermelon? Well, I'm sure they are delicious.
っていうか、ちゃんとスイカ見て言ってる？
Wait, don't be silly. So it's not like that, okay? Shino-san?
わかってるよ。ケイ君、目が真剣だったもんね。
Well, yeah, I love me some watermelon. Does she have to look at me so innocently like that? It makes me feel kind of guilty. Well, that was a good fun though.
つうか、その果物そんなに美味しいのか？
あれリリー、スイカ食べたことないの？
見たことはあるけど、水っぽいのは苦手なんだよな。口に入れたら痒くなるというか。
Well, anything with the word water is like scary to Lily.
ああ、そういえばメイド喫茶のメニューにもスイカってないね。
Okay, so that's why there's no watermelon on the menu.
なら、シノのためにあらゆる果物を切り刻んできたアルネがサムに切り分けてあげよう。
So how about we let you try some watermelon?
アルネちゃんったら、あの時はお世話になりました。あ、せっかくならスイカ割りしよっか。前にしようとしてアルネが落ちてきて中止になったじゃん。
Well, I don't think the crash interrupted them. It was more like they needed to find a way to open up the watermelon. And I think what happened was that, so Shino brought a watermelon, the wind blew, and it kind of exposed Shino, and then she dropped the watermelon on Keiji's head, and it split the watermelon open, and poor Keiji. But at least Shino got to help Keiji recover.
ああ、そういえばそうだったね。
So that was in the very beginning of Volume 1. So that time the watermelon ended up being cracked open on my head though. There you go. Oh no. Now I can't help but picture those froze again. And I got the memory of an elephant. Well, sounds great. So let's call Yunie over too.
やるやる。アルネも前にテレビで見たことある。あれ
So
やってみたい。
we're gonna open up the watermelon the proper way this time. So do the watermelon splits.
スイカ割りって聞いた感じスイカを割るだけだろ？それが面白いのか？
まあまあ、やってみたらわかるかな。
ふーん。
まあ他にやることもねえし、お付き合いしますかね。
So I laughed inwardly at her feigned disinterest and decided to ask about something that's been bothering me for the past few moments. So Kumiko, so what's this hose for?
ああ、これこうするためだよ。
Okay, so we're going to have you, Lily, experience water, and I'm going to surprise it by squirting water right at your face.
しかもすごい声出たね。ああ、もう海子ちゃん、顔に直接はダメだって。
So where did they get the hose from, and where can they connect this hose to? So is there like a water faucet nearby?
おっと失礼。じゃあ代わりにしのさんに。
Well, how about you, Shino-san?
待って久美子ちゃん。
Here's a cool sound.
Hi everyone. So unfortunately, I had to cut out the rest of that hose spray incident. So when Kumiko turned the hose towards Shino, she aimed at Shino's chest, and I don't need to explain the details about what happened, but Shino was screaming, calling for help, and then Kumiko's like, okay, I'm done with the spray, so I'll turn it off. But instead, she turned it up more, and so the water bounced off of Shino and it landed on Lily's face. So pretty much Kumiko is spraying at two different places. And to make it worse or better, a rainbow appeared on Shino's chest, and it was quite a pleasing scene for Kumiko and Keiji. And in the end, Shino got so upset that she grabbed the hose from Kumiko and sprayed it at Kumiko, and I'm sure Kumiko is now drenched in hose water. So now we're turning over to Yunie, and I wonder if she has any updates about her work. So Keiji's like, well anyways, that's broadly what happened.
それでシノ様からの報復を受けてそんな風にずぶ濡れになってるんですね。
Okay, so Shino also sprayed Keiji. Aha, yeah, my shirt's totally soaked. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, I mean, we're not kids anymore. So Shino also got upset at Keiji for, oh, you look really good with those rainbows.
いえ、こういうのは濡れティーという一種のセクシーアピールなのでしょ。漫画で読みました。ありです。
Yunie-san, so what kind of manga are you reading?
で、反応しましたか？
Is it good? Well, what do you mean?
いえ、今後の夫婦生活のためにも濡れ濡れ状態に反応するのかどうか参考にしようかと。
Well, that dedication of yours is something I could really learn from. Well, the only thing that is. Well, anyways, we're going to split the watermelon over there. So I came to ask if you'd like to join us.
私もですか？
Me? Yeah, so since you came all the way here with us, we should at least play one game together.
そうですね。わかりました。
I guess. Okay, let's go then. So everyone's waiting over there.
わかりました。では、
Wait, why are you kicking your shoes off?
砂が熱くて素足だとやけどしそうなので、お姫様抱っこでお願いいたします。
Well, honestly, this girl never changes. Well, okay, so I brought Yunie-san here.
ああ、待ってたぞ。なんで肩車でなんだよ。
この周知プレイは意外でなかなか。さすが我が未来の伴侶。
So, for some reason, Yunie wants Keiji to carry her, but when she's being seen carried, she gets embarrassed, like, well, I didn't think it was going to go this way. So we once more resume our watermelon splitting game after yet another interruption.
目隠しをしたままでどうやってスイカを破壊しろというのですか？
So Yunie goes first. So Yunie, who had no idea about the game rules, has been selected to play first in a round of rock, paper, scissors.
さっきも言ったけど、そういうルールなの。私たちが指示をするから、それに従って動くの。
なるほど。大多数の前で目隠しの上に操り人形。なんと高度な。
Well, I probably shouldn't ask what's so hardcore about it. That's probably the end of me.
ユニー、目隠しなかなか似合ってるぞ。
Okay, so
頑張れ
good luck.
では早速指示をお願いします。
なんか目隠ししてる割にはすごく落ち着いてるね。
I know, right? Well, okay, so Arne said that she wanted to play, so why not? Don't we let her play, or let her give the directions?
じゃあユニー、そのまままっすぐ。
おっと、見えないと平行感覚が狂いますね。
Well, that's the point of the game.
そのまままっす
So Arne is giving Yunie instructions about where to walk.
まっすぐ、まっすぐ。
Okay, straight.
ぐ。なんか棒を構えないで引きずって歩くと殺人鬼みたいで怖いね、これ。
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yunie's son is staggering along, dragging the wooden bat along the ground beside her. She looks like a monster from some horror movie or game. Will keep chasing you around no matter where you go.
ちょっとずれてきてる。もっと右。
Okay, right turn.
右というとこちらですか？
ああ、違う。ユニちゃんから見て左だよ。
私から見て左という
Wait,
ことは。
this way? So left?
ああ、行き過ぎ。ちょっと戻って。違う、バックじゃない右。いや、だからユニーから見て左だ。待ってそのままでいいから。ああ、戻って。だから左で。
指示は統一してください。全員が全員好き好きに言いたい放題では破綻します。
So which way do I go? Left, right, straight, back? Turns out the blindfolded serial killer is the most sensible of all of us.
じゃあ、あとはアルネンがやるってことで。
Okay, so only Arne give directions.
最初からアルネの役だったよ。そのまままっすぐ。
Ooh, so she's going the right way now.
だね。ちょうど棒を振ったらスイカに当たる感じじゃないかな。割るときはどう言えばいいの？
So tell her to lift the bat up and swing it back down.
わかった。ユニ、構えてそのまま振り抜いて。
構えて振り抜く。わかりました。
Okay, so here it comes.
そうそう、構えて。ってなんで居合なの？
Well, it kind of feels like holding a sword. And the way that you use the bat is kind of like a sword, so you split the watermelon open. Well, she's probably just imitating something that she saw on TV or in a manga.
このまま振り抜く。
So I just had to split it.
お、やったか？手帳、私の水着だ。
Except Yunie aimed at the wrong place, so she sliced Kumiko's swimwear.
ありえねえ。なんでそうなんだよ。怪我が
水着失敗ですか？
Well, no, in a way. Well, that is a big success.
失敗だーって待って、とりあえず水着を返して。ユニ、次はもっと左。
承知しました。
次こそはやったか。
And this time, it sliced Lily.
私かよ。こら、ユニ
And now Lily's angry. So at first she was laughing at Kumiko's like, haha, you got sliced.
ユニ失敗した。今度は大きく左を狙って。
承知しました。
And I think Shino's next.
今度こそやったはず。わざとなの？クールなの？ケイ君、見ちゃダメよ。ズルじゃない。ちゃんとやってるよ。今度は微調整して右。
わかりました。
So you need to take a step to the right. So I think he is next. And in that moment I realize, well, at this rate, she's going to land a direct hit to my face. So it looks like Keiji's going to get the brunt of the attacks. Well, usually I'll be able to dodge, but this time I'm too slow. Why? So this should be obvious enough. What guy could turn away from a sight like this? Well, at least that's one thing off the bucket list. Well, I have no regrets. So I'm willing to sacrifice being hit by Lily for this very embarrassing scene. Well, bring it on. I'll accept my fate, I will stand firm, and take your hit. And I mustered the last of my strength and let out a determined roar. Thank you so much! And he gets the hit. Overflowing with gratitude, I shout out louder than I ever have before. So, I don't really know how they played the watermelon game, but usually the person who's it would stand directly in front of the watermelon, and all they have to do is use the bat to hit the watermelon. And also, I feel that the girls in Keiji, they were staying too close to Yunie, and that's why it was pretty easy for Yunie to hit one of the people. And I also feel that maybe Arne purposely gave Yunie bad instructions so that Yunie would slice the girls' uniforms, or actually the girls' swimwear, plus Keiji. So anyways, looks like the beach time is over. Oh, so he actually woke up from the coma. So the shock hits me deep in my gut. The echo dissipates gradually along with shockwaves. And since early this morning, we've been testing the mass driver. Oh, so it's been a few days. And we fired the first shot just a moment ago, but...
すごい音だったね。建物に隠れてたのに揺れたの分かったし。
So you know, that shot was kind of loud, and I wonder if we disrupted other people.
今のって弾は何だったの？
So what did you just launch? Oh, so it's the SS Filetti's escape pod, which we intend to use for the actual launch as well. And it's able to return on autopilot, so if we just wait a bit, it'll boomerang back.
ああ、前に言ってたアルネちゃんを乗せるポッドだっけ？結構高くまで飛んでいったよね。
So I
ちゃん、
think
成功なの？
this pod might have its own propulsion of some sort.
その顔だと しくないみたいだね。
ああ、失礼いたしました。少し考え込んでいました。
それでどんな感じなの？
そうですね。本番の出力の10分の1で行いましたが、問題は山積みですね。
So the problem is that, well, if we use too much power, it might break apart or fall apart. So we gotta make sure everything is structurally safe and sound. I figure so.
私が見た限りうまく飛んだと思うんだけどな。何が問題なの？
角度です。
角度って90度とか180度とかね？
ええ。今回限られた条件下で宇宙へ届かせるには角度が重要です。少しずれればそれだけ重力圏を突破するまでの距離が伸びます。しかし今回作成した台座では発射の衝撃で大きくずれてしまうことが分かりました。
そうなんだ。
刑事様、皆さんを呼んでこの点に関して急ぎ改善策を話し合いたいと思います。
You're right. I'll contact them.
では本部に戻りましょう。
And Yunie-san doesn't even want to respond or doesn't wait for a response before leaving. Okay, bye Shino-san, so I'll be heading off too.
ケイ君、ユニちゃんのことよろしくね。最近ずっと根を詰めてるから。
Yeah, I know. And even though Yunie-san's a lot more knowledgeable about rocket science than us, it's probably still her first time launching a spacecraft in conditions like this. And the problems just keep piling up and she can barely keep up with them at all. Well, to be honest, I wonder whether we're placing too much of a burden on her.
私にできることなら何でもするから遠慮なく言ってね。
Haha, of course. Well, I'm always relying on you, you know, so please keep up the support.
任せて。
Okay, so now I'm off.
美味しい晩ご飯作って待ってるね。
Okay, I can't wait. And that gives me the energy to keep going for the rest of the day. Okay, so next day. So the internet is no help after all. And I finish up my research in the office and mutter to myself in frustration as I head out. So, there may be plenty of information online, but a search for how to kill the recoil on a cannon made from a pair of fractalized chimneys gives you no results. I'm sure that word fractalized is not even a word in the search engine, so there's no way they're gonna find anything with that kind of word. Well, the laboratory could be spying on me from somewhere, so I usually try to avoid using terms like fractalum or fractalization. Wait, laboratory. And the lab is where my mom and dad worked while researching space energy. Oh, so there was some place that was using some kind of material, and there might be publications or research material online. Well, Kanade-san, so the angel Beltio, is also affiliated with them. And should I try asking the angel about my parents' accident? When we confronted her earlier, I came to the conclusion that it's better not to ask her, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. No, right now I need to focus on returning Arnie to space. There'll be plenty of time for other things afterwards. Well, I don't think it's a good idea to ask the angel for information because from what we've seen in episode 4 all she'll do is lie about it. And I'm sure she'll revert to the, well, my plan was better. It was a good plan, and I'm sure it would have been for the greater good for all of you. So anyways, looks like Kumiko's here humming something. Someone's humming. Wait, so is it Kumiko again? And I often hear Kumiko humming to herself while we're working, but it's unusual for her to do it during her break. Intrigued, I look around for the source of the sound. Okay, so we see Kumiko in some kind of swimming pool, and I'm very sorry to have to cover Kumiko up because she's in her swimwear. Kumiko already seemed in a unusually good mood today, so this is what she's up to. I'm not going to bother getting angry or even annoyed. I'm actually kind of impressed. And I'm not sure if she's doing this on a whim or if she planned it out, but that inventiveness of hers can be genuinely impressive at times. And I wonder where she got that kiddie pool from, though. Apparently she hasn't noticed me at all. Okay, I guess that leaves me with no choice. I pull up one side of her headphones. Okay, Kumiko.
なんだ、刑事か。いきなりびっくりした。
Well, I've been calling you Kumiko, you know.
ああ、そうなんだ。ごめんごめん。
She often wears her headphones during work as well. I did give her permission for that, though. And I regularly have to rip the headphones right off her head in order to talk to her. It rarely surprises her anymore, but still. It looks like she really is off in her own little world this time. Well, that certainly looks refreshing.
でしょう。
Really? Well, I'm being sarcastic.
わかってるよ。刑事が呆れてることぐらいね。でも、この前せっかく水着買ったしね。着ないのももったいないじゃん。どうせ、この夏もアルネを無事に送り届けたら、仕事で終わるんだろうし、着てあげなきゃ。
Well, I get what you're saying. Is it really worth it though, changing outfits for your short lunch break?
むしろ、昼からアルネンの方にかかりっきりになるんだから、そのために英気を養っているのだと思いたまえ。
Well, you already seem pretty fired up to me. Oh well, I'm the only one around here today, so I guess it's okay.
そういう刑事の物分かりのいいところ、好きだよ。
Well, nah, I've just given up on you, that's all.
そうすねないの。ほら、女子の水着姿を独占ですぞ。当然お触り禁止だけど、見るのはいいよ。
So she wiggles her legs in a strange effort to demonstrate her appeal. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the rest because I don't think we need to know the details about what happens. So Kumiko's going to try to show off and pose to kind of tease or stir Keiji. So hold on for a minute. Okay, so I skipped all the teasing and such from Kumiko, but now that the pool has helped Kumiko clear her mind, she's able to talk about something more serious that's pertaining to what Keiji is thinking about. So let's see what Kumiko has to say.
でも、別のことだって考えてたんだよ。
So bright idea number 2. Let's hear it.
たく、刑事しつこいよ。
Well, I don't have any confidence in you. So what are you thinking about?
アルネンのこと。
So how's it any different? So the mass driver for Arne, isn't it?
そうだけど、 もっとこうアルネン自身のことというか、いろいろ順調にいって成功したらアルネンって故郷を目指して飛んでいくわけじゃない？
That's right. So she'll use several planets on the way for a swing by in order to accelerate and adjust her trajectory. So basically, use the gravitational pull from the other planets to maybe increase the speed or change course.
ああ、そういうのも大事だけど、そういうことじゃなくてさ。
Well, don't give me the complex details. So what is it?
アルネンって宇宙に出てから故郷までずっと一人ぼっちじゃない？
That's true. So now that she mentions it, getting Arne into space is all I've been thinking about. Anything beyond that, no. I considered the mechanics of her journey home, just not her personal feelings. And she wants to go back home. And if her wish is going to come true, however, she's got an incredibly lonely journey ahead of her. And when I went to watch that meteor shower with my mom, I wondered what would happen if you were left all alone in the void of space. And it makes me feel terribly lonely and scared. Well, when I was little, I thought about something like that once, and I ended up, let's see, racked with fear.
だからさ、考えたんだけど、メールとかできたらいいのになーって。でも、やっぱ無理そうでしょ?
Well, I'm sure even communication is going to be limited. I wonder. I'll try looking into it.
ああ、いや、ただの思いつきだし、最優先は無事に打ち上げることだから、そっち優先で。
Yeah, but I think you brought up something very important.
そう?まあ、やっぱりアルネンも一人の女の子だし、ね。
That's true.
どうよ、親切じゃなかったでしょ?
Yeah, it really was.
なんか素直に聞かれてちょっと調子狂っちゃうというか、なんというか。
Well, you're so thoughtful, Kumiko. And that throws Kumiko off guard. And apparently startled by what I just muttered, Kumiko immediately puts her headphones back on. And she's pretending to be calm as if nothing has happened. Wait, is she trying to act like she didn't hear me? Well, what a dreadful actress she is. Though I guess the fact that she wears her heart on her sleeve like that is what helped her come up with the idea in the first place. But anyways, I am truly grateful for that. Okay, so I'm going back to work, and you should go back soon.
了解っす。
Okay, I understand. And the immediacy of her reply makes it very clear she's not actually listening to music. So smiling inwardly, I decide to bring up something that just comes into mind. Oh, so by the way, Kumiko.
何?
So did you put that swimsuit on at home this morning?
そうだよ。わざわざこっちで着替えるの面倒じゃん。
So you did bring a change of underwear. And I wonder why it's a bad thing. So my remark makes Kumiko forget all the refreshing herself, or all about refreshing herself, and I guess that's all well that ends well.
ごめんね、ケイ君。準備で忙しいのに、買い物だけじゃなくて、散歩にまで付き合わせちゃって。
Okay. Well, no problem. So at the beach the other day, I realized again how much fun it is simply going out and spending time with others.
楽しかったよね、海。
Well, yeah, the sight is pretty spectacular too. But I'll refrain from mentioning it right now. Me too. And it's probably a conscious decision that neither of us use the words with everyone.
ねえ、ケイ君、
So what's up?
ちょっと座っていいかな。
Yeah, sure. So I lend Shino a hand as she sits down before sitting next to her. And we're on the riverfront, and there's a cool breeze wafting up from the river or the water, and it tickles a little as it grazes my cheeks.
覚えてる？ちょっと前、ここでお仕事してる時にアルネちゃんが落ちてきたこと。
Yeah, I'm not going to forget about that anytime soon.
まあ、そうだよね。あれからいろんなことがあったよね。ほんと、いろんなことが。
Yeah, especially after the space pirates arrived.
本当だよ。網で釣り上げられたり、そのまま捕まったり。でもね、印象に残ってるのはそういうんじゃないんだ。
So Shino's son wraps her arms around her knees.
アルネちゃんにご飯を食べさせたり、一緒に買い物したり、お風呂に入ったり、そういうなんでもないことばっかりなの。真剣に本を読んでたり、ぼーっとしてる横顔とか、はっきりと思い出せるの。
No wonder, considering that you've been taking care of her this entire time.
もうすっかり成長して手がかからなくなっちゃったけどね。でもなんでだろう、私の中のアルネちゃんってまだまだあの頃のままで残ってて、ことあるごとにそういう態度で今のアルネちゃんに接して子供扱いするなって言われて、ああ大きくなったんだなってその度に思っちゃうの。私いきなり何の話してるんだろうね。
Well, it's fine. I've been thinking about Arne a lot too lately, especially about when she first arrived. And the first thing that springs to mind when I think of Arne is the angelic look she used to get when she was sleeping right after we met her.
ケイ君、
And we look at each other and nod as if confirming that we really are expecting the same emotions. Well, maybe it's because we'll be parting ways soon.
多分ね、ちゃんと子離れしないと。
Wait, so when do we become our parents?
だね。
And we laugh together, lost in shared memories before falling silent. And then, when even the wind has died down,
でもいつの間にかなってた。
it really has. And inadvertently, I brought out something else. Okay, so notice that this episode is getting quite long, so I'm going to leave that to the next episode. So we'll hear what Keiji has to blurt out inadvertently to Shino next time. So it is kind of sad that, well, you know, we've been taking good care of Arne for all this time, ever since she came onto Earth, and now it's time to let her go and send her back to space. And during the transit period, so I'm sure Arne's home planet or home place is probably light years away, so it's going to take many years for Arne to travel there, and it's going to be very lonely for Arne. But hopefully they'll have a solution for Arne's loneliness and boredom. And with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.